Hello guys. Today I'm going to be doing something very different, very different. I'm going to be reviewing the 11th of March 2024 episode of Skeem Saam. I'm going to be reviewing it. So I can't wait. I hope you guys also can't wait. There is just one thing that I love about Skeem Saam. Like I would watch it only out of all the other soapies that are there to watch. I love it so much. The reason why I love it is because it is educational. There are lessons to learn there. So I just picked up something that I can talk about from the episode of the 11th of March because there is kind of a lesson for us there and I want to talk about it. So let's just try and watch a bit. Then I'm going to be explaining and talking about what I want to be talking about today.
Going to lie, I was very intrigued as well. How are you doing, especially after that article?
Um, it's been tough. It's tough. Not gonna lie. It feels like I'm in hell.
Yeah, no. Interview yetlo phakamisha career.
Malabanyana, there were pictures of you that were released. And these were pictures of you sleeping in your car. And you came here to Berry FM. Wabucha, DJ Thomas, and everyone else that was listening. That was all a lie. Tell me more about that.
Intombe ezibonakele ku social media. Ngemalanga enadluleko eziliqiniso. Kodwa na benginelihloni khulu ukuvuma. Bonambala kunjalo.
So nyakompucha uri dule cheka mukabili maka fela. There was no team in the Middle East. There were no investments.
The Middle East deal was for real. Ukuthi nje ivele yafadalala ngebanga leminyaka yami.
Oh, but you're only in your early 30s.
Ebholweni ragwako lokho bonakala kumuntu omkhulukhulu. Nakho leli bekulithuba lami lamaswaphelo lobana ngiyokudlala ngaphetsheya. Ngamanye amagama into engifuna ukuyitsho ukubana kuphelile ngami.
What exactly happened in Europe?
I suffered an injury while putting up a storm on some yacht in Monaco. And my team kwamele ingiqothe. Kwaphela njalo-ke ngami. Ngizimoshele mina umsebenzi wami ekade ngikwenza nge-Europe. Here we are.
Now, Bullet, you were one of very few soccer players in South Africa who played in not just one, not two, but three international leagues. You signed deals worth millions. How was also what happened to all of that money?
Iphelele endweni ezinganamsebenzi.
Tulojo wailing.
I bought a house in Johannesburg for 30 million. And I bought a holiday house in Cape Town for 35, 36 million, somewhere there.
Okay, but you get investment.
They were money pits. So I bought them for partying and I couldn't maintain them. I bought lots of cars, pure SUVs, luxury sedans. I was always surrounded by many women and friends.
Is it true that soccer players have a girlfriend in every city? Na ki mo tšhelete ya gago e feletse gone?
Kunabentazana ababili ekade ngihlekisana nabo engabathengela amakari, ngabarentela nama-apartments kanokutsha.
Oh, that's hectic. So was this party lifestyle a normal way of living for you?
Every night bengiye eklabhini mina. Nangithi bekubusuku obuncane namkha obulula besidla imali engange-200k.
200,000 on an easy night. E le gore bo rekang?
Well, cocaine is very expensive. We bought lots of champagne, cognac. It got worse when I went to Europe. I adopted this silly habit of wanting to compete with the billionaires in Monaco.
All right, Ona, go diagetseng go dintlo le dikoloi tse ka moka tse bo di rekile?
Everything was bought on credit. So when my career ended, I lost almost everything. Not almost, but I lost everything that I owned.
Go lebeletse o nagana gore o sentse bokae?
At some point, my net worth was 300 million.
300.
Okay, guys, I believe you guys have seen enough for me to comment or to give the criticism that I wanna give. No, not a criticism. It's just like a review. I'm just gonna be reviewing this part of Bullet and Mapitsi, and that happened to be my favorite part. It was my favorite part because there is actually a lot that one can learn here. There's a lot that one can pick up here. So, firstly, Bullet had millions. Ne? When he had those millions, he spent them recklessly. He just bought useless things, bought cars, he bought houses, he did all those fancy things when he had the money. And he didn't even think of saving some of the money for the future or investing some of the money for the future because you don't know what will happen in the future. So he just chose to recklessly spend all his money. And then now he is totally broke, which teaches us that when we have money, let's use it responsibly. Let's use it responsibly. When you have 1,000 rand, don't just use the whole money and become broke. Like, at least, even if you become broke, just do something with the money when you get it, so that you can see that, okay, I did this with some of the money. I will advise you guys to invest. I will advise you guys to save. There are fixed deposit accounts whereby you can just save your money and you earn interest, and then at the end of the day your money is growing. At least you have something that you know that even if an emergency comes, you will be able to take from that money and do whatever you want to do with it. So learn to invest, learn to save. Don't eat all of the money. Learn to invest, learn to save, because sometimes when you borrow from people, people will be telling you that we don't have money, and you will be saying they don't love you and all those kind of stuff. So just make sure that you save your money. Don't use all of it, and you also invest in things that are useful. You know, you can actually, as a human being, you can buy four houses, especially when you know you like you don't even need them. You are just buying nje. You can buy four cars that you know. Yo, like I feel like some of the things are just luxuries. You don't need them, you're just buying them, and you know that you won't have that money forever. So I feel like let us invest in the most important things. At least if I want a house, then I build a house, I buy a car. Then just feel like buying more, it will depend on if I have enough to buy or I can afford, or if I do need the car. If I don't need it, and if I know that I can't afford, after buying it I will be broke, I won't buy it. I will just use the one that I have, because sometimes we want fancy things but they don't take us anywhere. Just be chilled and use whatever that you have at that moment. Save your money for the future, because you don't know what the future holds. You don't know what the future holds. And you will be saying people don't love you, people don't answer your calls, people don't want to talk to you, just because they are looking at how reckless you are when it comes to money, right? So learn to invest or save your money. Lesson number two is that there are those mentalities that I can do music, I can do soccer and leave school. There are those celebrities that didn't go to school. There are those soccer players who did not go to school, and they just told themselves that they're going to rely on that alone. They're going to rely on their doing music. They're going to rely on playing soccer and all that. So I feel like what you can pick up from here is that, especially the people who are dropping out in school so that they can become musicians, dropping out in school so that they can become soccer players, I feel like what you can pick up from there is that it's important to get educated. It's important to get educated. If I also had a choice, I wouldn't go to school. But then I feel like I don't have a choice, because I must have that something that even if things don't go right on my side hustles, then I know that I am safe. There are people who will like prefer doing content creation and leave their jobs. I just feel like having that qualification is very important, because remember we once had lockdown whereby many people were no longer working. As a musician, you wouldn't go out and perform because we were on lockdown. So I think, if I'm not mistaken, because I'm not a fan of soccer, I think it was also not being played. So like during that time, teachers were getting paid, nurses were getting, actually civil servants were getting paid. Teachers were being paid while sitting at home. So I feel like to have a stable job is very important as well. To have a stable job, and if you are going to be cut off from playing soccer at an early age, then I think it's very important for you to have a stable job. So don't just rely on it alone. Yes, you can do it, but don't just rely on it alone. So yeah, that's why I'm also at school I want to get a qualification so that at least there's something stable. Even if I can do content creation, even if I can do business, I can sell the things that I want to sell. I feel like it is also important for me to have something stable so that if things don't go well with my side hustles, then I know that there's something that I put my trust on. So those are the lessons that you can gather from the part that I played for you guys. So thank you. Thanks for watching.